Morning guys, I'm at this livestock market again today. I'm going to be doing, hang on, mostly trying to concentrate on the police today. So, if possible. I've heard that the police don't want they don't like the auditors being here, so hopefully it sounds like the message is going through. Sorry mate, sorry AJ. I'm here with AJ Audits. So, police car sitting over there. There's a Vauxhall sitting down the bottom there. It's got a police officer in it. Yeah, they're turning up now, the old bill. It's a nice Ford. Sitting over there, having a chat at the minute.
Are you hanging?
Right?
Are you hanging?
What?
Have you got a hangover?
No.
Oh, you look like you're still waking up.
No, I'm
judging your eyes,
Half the
basically.
bloody night I've been up with these fucking the neighbours in the other room.
Well, hello, Rice Defender.
Alright, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you here. I didn't think anyone else was coming this
I was
week.
here last month.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm here mainly hang on, let me turn this off for a minute. Just trying to concerned and we'll get back to you. In other words, fuck off.
Yeah, we'll get back to
Okay
you.
guys,
With a no.
I'm back up again. I'm here at the livestock market with smacksalad.
Hello!
Give this guy a bit of love, mate. Right? Subscribe to his channel if you ain't subscribed.
Aww.
He does a lot of videos. Right? Just met the guy, so give him a bit of love, mate.
Bless you.
Yeah. Big him up. He's good at what he does. I've watched all these videos in the last week or two.
Morning, you're right. How are we?
Yeah, you know. So I have to do a thing first. I have to go, oh, there's some numbers. Could you please identify yourself?
PC 1731 Rowley, Bethel Street Police Station, Norwich Constabulary.
It's awesome.
PC 1452 Monday,
How's it been so far? All right?
Another one.
It's been all right so far? No
Yeah.
dramas from the farms or
Just
anything?
got here. No?
No dramas from anyone?
No, I just got here.
Awesome. No worries.
Are we going to get some? Are we going to get, when there's something happening with the farmers? Are we going to get some? Are you going to? Because the last time, what was it? They were running into people.
Okay.
You turned a blind eye. Would that be a case of brown envelopes?
I wasn't there, so I didn't see it.
Would that be a case of somebody's getting backhanders or something?
Oh no, absolutely not. So we're here to prevent any breaches of peace from any side. Obviously, if there are traffic offences, they'll be dealt with. Obviously, if there's any other offences, public order offences or
Right.
harassment, we'll deal with that. So we'll deal with anything.
I'm going to
we
mention
see.
about that. Public order, right? Us auditors get threatened with public order offences for swearing.
Yes, that is an offence under Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Right. Last time I was here, one of the farmers, that guy swore at me.
Okay.
I got it on camera, and the officer said that it's not illegal to swear in public. So where does the public order offence come in there?
Okay. So I would say that the officer's probably being pragmatic about it.
But he said it twice on camera. I've got it on camera.
Okay, so that officer's obviously got their interpretation of it. My interpretation is you really can't swear in public. But It depends on who's around and whether they are actually
Well,
upset about
guess
it,
what?
doesn't it? Because if you've got no complaints...
2011, November the 7th, Harvey versus DPP. Right? It was scrubbed because,
Okay. Awesome. In that case, won't worry about it, will we?
well, you should know, you're a police officer, you should know the law. Is Sergeant Allen coming today?
No.
Is he still in frontline duties?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
After assaulting
I don't know about
people,
that.
he's still...
Again, I don't know about that.
Because we asked for a meet,
we don't get
me
told.
and one of my colleagues asked for a meet with Paul Stanford,
Okay.
right, about the corruption, and we
Okay.
got told
Have you
basically
not, have you not
no.
been given that? Okay.
No. So the corruption starts for the works for the top, works down.
We'll obviously continue to request those meetings, and hopefully you can...
Because hopefully, your force will go the same as the Met. The Met are on a last chance saloon,
Yeah, okay.
right? So hopefully your force will go the same way, which means
Well,
clean
hopefully
you
can
all out
obviously
and get
the outcome.
new officers in.
Yeah, hopefully you can get the outcome that you want from it.
Would you say that videoing in public's antisocial behaviour?
I would not know.
Right, guys, you heard
Myself.
that. So any Metropolitan Police that are watching, right, the next time you try to do me for antisocial behaviour, because I'm filming, it's not antisocial behaviour.
I wouldn't consider it.
And Sergeant Allen's not going to be here today, and he is on frontline duties still after assaulting. Were you there when the lady got dragged out of her house, out of a window at 5:30 in the morning?
No, we were on rest days,
By-
so
by-
I don't know anything about it, I'm afraid.
5 officers.
Okay,
She's 6 stone soaking wet,
okay,
and the officers, some of them were about your size, they pulled her out of her kitchen window
okay.
to arrest her.
Yeah, and I'm assuming some complaints been made or
Well, the complaint was made
from yourselves.
a couple of months ago.
Yeah, okay.
So why pull her out of a window 2 months later?
I don't know anything about the job, I'm afraid. Said I was on rest days.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
That's certainly not what
So
I'm
you
talking
heard that
about.
from the officer himself?
Member of the public.
He's here to keep the peace from both sides.
From the police, if someone was hit by a car, what would I expect? I've only been here the first time. Oh, sorry, I've only been here. It's only my second time here. It's only my second time interacting with this kind of thing. So I do wonder what operation is. All right, I can do. We're
30 seconds.
About me now. I'd rather have conversation about 30 seconds down. No, you're at work doing a job. I'm a member of the public, so it's not just a standard conversation.
I'm actually at work, so I've got a right to few questions. Not have to have a conversation.
No, you haven't any right to get information out of me whatsoever. We talk professionally about the work, and that's it.
Law that say I can't hit.
Well, no, but I can also say, can we talk about the thing? You're just walking away from me mid-conversation, mate. That's incredibly rude.
It's called ignorance.
It's incredibly rude, and now you're just talking about me to someone else. It's incredibly rude to just walk away
I've
mid-conversation.
walked away from it, I haven't said anything.
That's a training.
It's still,
Replay your video.
You still haven't. Replay my video if you've been rude as fuck.
They're trained to be ignorant.
What are you doing, mate? We were mid-conversation about your job, and you just walked away. What
Yeah.
the shitting hell is this? You know, people pay for you to do this job, so people should be able to talk to you. You don't just walk away from a member of the public having a conversation with you about your job, protecting people. What the hell was that, man? Is that really how you interact with members of the public? Can you actually look at me while I'm speaking to you? I'm not being rude, you walked away from me, you rude man. I'm trying to have a normal conversation.
This is the way that Norfolk constabulary get trained. You talk to them, they walk away. It's called ignorance and contempt for the public.
You just walked off. And now you're thinking me of being rude.
Yeah. It's called contempt and ignorance for the public. They don't like the public asking them questions because that's their
Can
training.
you interact with what I just said?
Ignore the
Why
public.
did you just walk away from me when we were having a conversation about your job as a member of the public? Why did you just turn around and walk away from me and then accuse me of being rude when you're the one that just turned your back on me? mid-conversation.
Talk about you to someone else. I did it. You made false
That was when you walked away over here. It's nothing that I said over there at all. So don't lie. That's on camera. Don't lie.
Good morning.
I'm not
Good morning.
You walked away. I've got every right to be angry. There's a member of the public paying taxes, and you're just not even responding to general questions and just walking away and then telling me I'm being rude because it's annoying. Right. I'm autistic, okay? I've got Tourette's, echolalia, I've got OCD, chances of me shouting today quite high.
Right, this guy's just informed the officer that he's got Tourette's. So, if he starts cursing and swearing, he's notified him he's got a medical condition called Tourette's.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
There are other members of the public around, and you said what? Privacy safety. What's happening there?
I swear I was in the middle of a conversation about something. I'm not sure what it was, but some reason we want to talk about something else. So, I've got a bunch of disorders that may make me seem like I'm doing some sort of, what is it called?
Public order offence.
Public order offence. So I'm asking you, politely, nicely, if you could take that into consideration, if you don't think like that, if you can take it into consideration if you hear me shouting or swearing, to not arrest me because you'd be discriminating against somebody and arresting them because of their disability. I do have all my medical records with me. I offered them last time I was here to every single officer in turn. Every single officer without fail said no, they don't want to see them, they would rather arrest me first and then have me go and prove my innocence later.
Now, I was here last time and somebody swore in public and the officer said that it's not illegal to swear in public, twice on camera.
So can I have some sort of feedback on what I've just said about my disorder and how you will hopefully
Now, the way
operationally interact
this
with
gentleman's
today?
explaining it to the officer, the officer's just looking like he's not interested, right, which is fair enough.
That's the
Right.
extent of your disability training, your anti-discrimination training is, I've heard what you've said.
That's the extent of my answer to you.
I don't want to say he's old.
You started a frank meltdown.
Ignorance.
And then you decided to
I don't
walk
know
away
what's
from
gone
me.
wrong with
You
it, really.
walked
Your
away
false
from me. You
accusations
turned
are
your...
quite
There was no
hurtful.
false accusation. You walked away from me and you started muttering to your friend.
It's on
There was
3
no false
cameras.
accusation.
I didn't say
Okay,
anything.
forget that then. You
No,
still.
sorry,
The point is,
you make
you
an
walked
accusation.
away from me.
So tell
Why
you
are
I
we-
can't say anything to you.
Why are we sticking to that point after you walked away and not the point where you walked away from me and turned your back on me? Because that's where it started, mate. Don't blame me. I know it's part of your job to blame other people, but you turned your back and walked away. Do you understand that? Is that getting through? Is that getting through? You walked away mid-conversation. You turned your back on me mid-conversation like this. Is that rude? Is that a way to behave?
That's very rude. Very,
Mid-conversation.
very rude.
Purely because, what did I say? I said I didn't want to give you any personal information, that was it. You were asking me questions about me and I didn't want to give you any information, and you decided that was rude, and you decided that a perfect response to that would be this.
Maybe the questions are too hard for him.
Well, it seems that way.
Yeah. If you ask him what 2 and 2 is, he'll probably tell you it's 7.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're training.
Did you hear what I just said?
There's another 3 over there. There's more in the car park. Excuse me?
Not seen the inspector yet.
No, the inspector's not turned up.
Yeah, we're just going to have a briefing.
They're going to have a briefing.
Just going to go and have a briefing. Is following you let's go this one here, Harriet, we're just going to have a briefing over there, right?
We'll follow these officers. See what tactics, see if I can hear what tactics they're going to use.
Well, they put one in
There
blue
looks
today.
like there's inspector turned up. Yeah, last time they had 2 in blue.
They put them in blue to make them pretend that they like people.
Yeah, liaison officer, public liaison or whatever you want to call it. Right, let's go and listen to what's going on.
Morning, everyone. Oh, that was rousing.
Do you want me to do the briefing?
Thank you. Hello.
I'll do the briefing if you want. Everybody go home, you've got the day off.
Everyone's so happy to be here.
And I've got some biscuits with me. No inspector today. Oh, there's a different inspector today.
You alright?
I'm fine. Let's see what tactics they're going to use. What bully boy tactics, if they're going to use any.
Do you not have an office?
I like that Ford, by the way. That's a nice Ford.
You know, meeting.
I like that motor.
Why do you do it in public, in the middle of a car park, where anyone can?
What's that? Why do we do what in a public?
I'm just wondering why you don't do this in a room where it's private. Why you do it in the middle of the car
No,
park?
we're about to go and do it in private.
Are you?
But I've literally just turned up. This is my.
Have you got a renter? Have you got a renter cabin somewhere?
No, we're going over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, okay, I'll come
Is that
over
right?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can do a little walk.
then. Come on in.
You can watch if you want.
Thanks.
Oh, we are anyway. You can't stop us.
That's why I was wondering why you don't do this in private.
Pardon? What'd you say, Inspector?
Things like your pockets.
I probably said something that you shouldn't have said. Now you won't repeat it. I'll catch you back on video.
This is it. Yeah. I think we've got James.
This is it.
This is it, right. Huddle. Team huddle.
Yeah, I think James is coming as well. I'm missing my counterpart as well. Yeah. Okay.
My counterpart.
Excuse me a minute, I've got to walk past you.
Go for it.
Put this in the bin.
I apologise for that.
No, it's just, don't like getting in your camera shot. Right, see what.
So I'm saying so obviously where you were when we came in, that will be the point of contact for us. Protectors and protect the farmers from going into business with us and prevent it from minimal contacts. We'll get involved if we need to, but ultimately they can manage it themselves. The issue we will have is if there's a build-up of traffic and the protectors have an agreement in place where they can stand on the road, they can do that. It's not kind of legal obstruction of the highway. They can do that for a limited amount of time. Once it starts to impact the traffic, if there's a build-up of traffic along the main road, you need to do that.
That's not really helpful for us.
I completely
not here
appreciate.
to help.
Listen, could you listen for 1 second? I completely appreciate you want to video this, but this is a formal police briefing.
Okay.
If you're going to dance in front of us, I'll remove you from it because it's
No,
not
you
helping
won't.
our briefing.
We're in public.
Apologies, sir. I have autism, echolalia, OCD, loads of other things. I'm a bit weird, so I'm going to do stuff like that. I apologise in advance.
Okay.
And normally,
If
I
you
would
could stand here,
I would go through and tell all of your officers, but last time I was
I
here,
have
did
no
that,
problem with you
and none
videoing.
of them cared.
I have no problem with you videoing the briefing and listening to the briefing.
Okay,
But I
well,
can't
I
have
don't
you
need to hear
walking
that.
in front of my officers when we're you don't need to.
And you're briefing,
well,
and you're going to add about
Do you briefing, mate?
both sides.
Do you
of-
briefing, mate?
For instance, them causing public order offence, they're going to be either charged or whatever, because it seems to be that it's all one-sided. I was here last time. Lady got assaulted, thrown on the floor, right? By your officers. Then on video there was a farmer drove into one of the protesters, and your guys went basically seen nothing.
Okay, well, it would be wrong of me to comment on what's happened in previous weeks when I wasn't there, and I haven't got that information at hand. However,
Well, it's on it's splattered all over social media.
no, I appreciate
but yeah.
that, but that
Also,
doesn't
there
always
should be
paint the
reports.
accurate picture,
There'll be
does it?
reports written
Social
up
media.
about it, though, surely. So you should be getting a debriefing before you come here, or a briefing or something, shouldn't you?
Can I finish?
I don't know. It's up to you. Can you?
And what about swearing in public?
What about swearing in public?
Correct. Yes, I've got that on camera as well. One of your officers said it's not illegal to swear in public.
The reason I told you
No,
that
there's a
before-
line. There's a line. There's an acceptable amount of swearing because
there?
it's common language. But
We
it
had that,
depends
guys.
if it's
Yeah.
impacting.
Yeah,
other
fair
people.
enough.
So where
Fair
are we
enough. I
going-
could go with that. I could go with
Where are we
that.
going with my disabilities today then.
Sorry, how does that impact what I'm trying to deliver?
Because I might. Oh, shit about you, meeting mate. Because
No, I
I might.
appreciate
I
that,
might.
but
I
the
might.
way
No,
you
it is.
conduct yourself.
I like this guy. I like this guy. He's good.
I might exhibit really strange behaviours and swear quite loudly. So I'm just wondering how much leeway I'm going to be given as a man with disabilities.
Well, that has to be
taken.
taken by its own circumstance with the context of what happened.
Oh, okay. Well,
As it would in any public order. setting.
How about the context of what I've just told you? I've got a disability that might not be swear. Is there any leeway going to be given?
Well, I don't know until it happens. I'd have to make that judgment at the time.
I've got a disability as well. I'm stupid. If you let them do it,
Amazing
listen.
briefing. Let's go over there and stand around.
Just body worn.
Will you please notify people that you're putting the body worn on as well under section 3.5.5 of your policy, please? That you've got your body cams on. I know you've got them on because you've just said so.
So we've been over the truck.
Right, we've not got the inspector that was here the last time. Right, this inspector actually seems quite reasonable, so we can give him that. Right, but we'll see what happens as the day goes on. So, and there's a couple of officers here that weren't here last time that look reasonable enough, and hopefully they'll stick to their word. Like, that'll be two-sided, not one-sided. He's off his head, isn't he? But he is good. I like him. Look at him. Nah. They've got the body ones on now. I heard them saying that. Oh, look, there's a heavy mob with a taser.
Yeah.
Why have you got tasers?
Morning.
Why have you got tasers, officer? Do you think are you going to taser the farmers if they get out of hand?
Well, I'll taser whoever needs tasering if someone needs tasering, but I don't intend to do
Okay,
that.
and why? Under what circumstances would you have to taser them? If it got violent?
Sorry?
If it got violent, would you have to taser them?
If I deem that the level of violence presented by an individual is such
Fair.
that I can't get in closer
It's good
and
enough.
go hands-on, use my foot, if I can't use any other tactical communications or appeal, the party-step appeal, to try and calm the situation down. If they're not going to listen to me and I think that the threat to myself and other people and that person, individual, is so high that I need to use a level of force that is taser, then I'll use taser.
That's a good enough answer. Thank you very
I
much.
haven't used it in my career and I don't intend to. But
Oh,
it's there
you've never
just in
used it?
case.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't intend to.
Okay. Thank you very much,
I
officer.
can use this before I use any of this.
Thank you very much. At least they got a straight answer out of somebody for a change. I'm mainly here to concentrate on the police, just to make sure there's no violence.
You know the bit down there when you're all
Right.
humbled around, you're all supposed to be listening.
The briefing. I
Yeah.
listened to my briefing. Yeah.
All right. How inspiring was the briefing?
It was a professional police briefing.
What was that? What was the tone of the briefing?
Professional, informative.
What do you feel informed about?
What my role is here
And what is your role here today?
to prevent any traffic events or hazards,
Oh, did everybody hear that? Today,
police or any build-up of traffic.
Wow.
To allow peaceful protests.
we are
to
dealing
allow
today,
violence
apparently,
to be
with any traffic offences.
Oh good, there's going to be loads made by
That's
farmers unless
traffic offences.
Both
Have you been here
people
before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was here 2 weeks ago, first time. 2 cars hit people.
Okay. I can't comment on that.
I'm not asking you to comment. I didn't ask you a question. I didn't ask you to comment. 2 cars hit people,
Right.
and the police just stood around and did nothing.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping you can show me today, if that happens, that.
I mean, if any cars hit people, then we'll obviously take action today.
Wow! Did you hear that? I'm sorry.
Now
I
he
don't-
said
I'm
down
not-
camera,
Fairly
guys.
sure the inspector
Yeah.
will say that.
Okay, I'm not meaning to be rude or anything, but yeah, 2 weeks ago, that was not the response at all. And I don't mean the response verbally, I mean in action. The response was just to stand around. If you will. Yeah, so this
Will I just get between these?
Morning. All right. How's it going? Sorry? Because I'm not PLT today.
I'm working with one of my other colleagues, and I'm just as an officer, not as a protest liaison. So.
I hope you're not expecting to use it.
Sorry?
I hope you're not expecting to
I
use
never
it.
come out expecting to use it. Never.
Have you ever used it?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's part of the record. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd come over and say hello. Good morning. You all right?
Yes.
So I haven't been here for the last couple. I don't know whether you were down here or not, but
Not the last one.
No.
The one before I was here, you know.
yeah, no, I just missed you. That's all. I'm sitting for a bit, but no, I'm on a different role today. So hence the orange, the yellow rather than the blue. So one of my other colleagues who's doing that. Here we are.
Jack
Anyway,
Bitch,
just thought I'd come and say morning. All right.
commando trousers.
Lisa's admitted using his taser.
Excuse me?
Lisa's admitted he's actually used his taser.
Yep. But why, they know it's going to be peaceful, so why are they bringing guys with tasers? Officers with tasers, armed police, at a peaceful protest?
No. It's going to pause for a minute.
More police turning up.
I think it's that snack salad.
Smack salad, yeah. Has he not introduced himself to you?
No, not yet.
I'm going to see him.
Get a bit of a character.
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah. So. Yeah, so why have armed police, right, at a peaceful protest? I'm going to see Smack Salad a minute.
It's not irrespective.
Usually
You
try and be
are
civilised.
in a role that is
Irrespective of
supposed to
that.
deal with these
Basic-
irrespective. Can you stop talking over me?
No, you talk over me all the time. That's
What
the reason.
is this crap?
Example, you've been so rude. I just like
Dude,
I wish you'd be more polite.
You
It'd
are.
be so much more pleasant.
I
if
was
you're more
being polite to you when you turned your back and walked away from me.
You weren't.
Yes, I was. You asked me a
Well,
load of personal
I guess
questions, and I said I don't want to answer those, thank you. And then you walked away from me. Mate, I'm going to edit it
Okay,
down,
well,
and
we'll have
everyone's
to-
going
we'll
to see
have
these. We're not going to disagree. You've got it. Was your camera on?
No, it's not.
Was it on at the time?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it here, and I'm going to edit it down
Well-
into you just being a liar,
Okay,
basically.
well-
And I've got it here.
I'm sure you can edit it
Because-
whatever way you like. But any
Okay, I'll rephrase that. I won't edit it at all. I'll leave it completely
That's fine,
uncut,
yeah.
and people will see you just walking away from the standard question.
I don't edit
I
mine,
was asking
so
you
it
standard
will be it.
questions about policing, and you trying to have a conversation with me. You're at work. You're at work. I can speak to you at work. I don't want to stand in a conversation.
Can you answer the question for me, please? Why have you got armed police at a peaceful protest?
I'm police.
Taser,
They're-
they're armed. That's armed, that's
Well-
classed as firearms.
I'm not firearms, but I carry
No,
a
but there's
taser.
two of them here.
Sorry?
There's two of them here.
They're standing in for other officers, as far as I'm aware.
Well, why bring tasers?
Sorry?
Why bring tasers to a peaceful protest?
Like I mean, I'm taser trained officer, so I carry my taser.
So
all
why
the
have you
time.
got? Why did you bring it?
Why did I bring it?
Yeah.
Because I always have it on me. Whenever I deploy out to anywhere, I take my taser because I'm a taser trained officer.
You weren't here last month, were you? Nah, you weren't here last month. Nah. Can't believe it, man. They could have left the tasers at home. Or back in. You could have left the tasers back in the office. That's a bit intimidating. Having tasers at a protest. That you know there's not going to be any trouble. There might be trouble from the farmers, but there won't be any trouble for you, these lot.
I have had my taser for a year now, and I've only drawn it once.
Did you use it?
No,
Right. Okay. What voltage goes through that?
$50,000.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't use that lightly. And all
Before
of the,
you use a taser,
all of the officers that carry the taser do not use it lightly either.
before you use a taser, have you asked the person you're going to taser if they've got heart problems?
So that is a question that pops up whenever we do taser training, and obviously it depends on the situation. If I've got somebody coming at me with a knife, I don't always have time to stop and ask that question.
Okay, okay, I can give you that one. Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah.
And that's generally
Yeah.
the kind of situation that we're in. If I'm drawing my taser and I'm going to use it,
I can go.
but I
Okay.
carry it with me all the time because you never know when you're going to get into that situation.
At least I'm getting. At least I'm getting a straight answer from somebody. Yeah. Yeah. He did. That officer did get a bit ignorant when he was talking to me. Turned his back and walked away.
He's winding you up.
Yeah. Chill out. There's another one turned up. Okay guys, I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to pause this for a minute. If anything happens, I'll get back to you. Okay. Guys, I'm back again. I was just chatting to the security boys on the gate. Off camera. So, I didn't want to have too long a video. I'm going to split this into what I've done before, like little episodes. Another sergeant there. Alright.
Just trying to work out who I don't have badge numbers.
Pardon?
Just trying to work out which police I don't have badge numbers.
When I worked in construction, I had a trainee who it happened to. He got one of the wheeled excavators. Was trucking through and just went over the front. Yeah, plastic
Look guys,
a bit, so they just kind of take it
keeping quiet at the minute, so walking around, see what's going on.
you know, drop down.
I've got prescription for weed.
So yes, I'm here with Smack Salad and AJ Audits. If you'd like to comment, subscribe and like, please. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
I can follow him, go around, get into my house. I can wait for hours.
Does he have like a business branded car?
No, it's just standard delivery.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh. There's another one coming. The female officer, she said she's pulled her taser out once but never used it. So
He's used his taser.
yeah, you should, yeah.
One of the others admitted it.
Yeah, yeah, I got him on camera admitting that he'd use it.
Yeah, I spoke to the inspector about that. He's seen the footage, but he won't comment.
Who's that? That inspector?
Yeah.
This one? Where is he? Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually seen the footage.
Right.
But he was an ongoing
Would he comment if you got him off camera?
No, doubt it.
Nah, I didn't think so. So they have said on camera that they're here for both sides. any public order offences. So we'll see what happens. Seeing is believing. I thought he was, but he's not. No, they've changed them. Changed a few officers. Quite a few. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look in the car. Going to have a look in one of their motors. Couple of stab vest in there. What we got? Ooh, gloves, jacket. It's not a bad little 40 actually. Let's go and see, check the rest of my light there. The Ford that's down there, it's quite nice. Our priority is you. Yeah, okay. I like this one. Can't see the back windows are tinted, so that's a really nice motor. At the moment it's quite peaceful, nothing happening, so we'll give it 15-20 minutes now, put it on pause. Smack salads over there.
Okay. You see him and Beard. Well, he seems quite nice. He seems just sitting there alone and a prescription.
Apparently the inspector's seen the footage of all the assaults, but he's not going to make a comment.
Alright.
So.
But it has happened in the form.
But which assaults? Right, but there've been so many that they all just merge into one after a while.
Well, come on, I mean, I watched the one which got pulled out of the fucking house.
Yeah.
At 5:30 in the morning, man, that was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Shout out as my feet were right by the wheels and I was leaning up on the tiptoe.
I didn't know they were moving, to be honest.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't know they were going until it went. Like I said, that's it. I think communication could be a bit better.
Yeah, we need someone to shout out every time it's moving.
Yeah.
Whoever-
I'll try to teach them. People, that's like a thing that we need to teach them.
Let's go and see what's happening down here.
These are fairly peaceful. It seems like a fairly.
That was a good down. That was about my 7th.
I bet it was. Are we talking a couple of pounds or a bit more than that?
This is nice. All the alley sort of handles and stuff like that. Is that something that
Probably quite likely, I suppose, isn't it?
168, 820,
is it something that you found yourself? Or is it something
59.
it's an add-on? Yeah. Oh, I see. I was all part of the it's part of the film strip. I see that. Yeah. These always intrigue me. So the sound booms on these. The fur on there, I think that's to stop any distortion. Would it, if it was really windy, would it add to it or not? Does it? So is that presumably the mic right at the end, or is the mic sort of like halfway down? Yeah, no, absolutely like that. So long gone the days with a massive cat on your shoulder. Yeah, no, I can imagine.
All right. This ain't going to be one-sided this time, is it?
Say again?
This is not going to be one-sided this time, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, the last time I was here, there was a lot of...
I put my body warmer, alright?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
There was a lot of crap going on from the farmers. And your officers turned a blind eye.
I wasn't here.
One of the girls was assaulted
Yeah.
at
I wasn't
7
here.
o'clock. I know that. 7 o'clock in the morning, right? And from an officer, and he was still on frontline duties.
Okay.
Sergeant Allen.
I don't know.
He's been assaulting people, and he's still on frontline duties.
Is he? Okay.
And then the girl was arrested a couple of weeks back. 5 o'clock in the morning, they pulled her out of her house. 5 officers. Which is wrong. Because for something that happened months ago.
Okay.
So why not deal with it at the time instead of waiting a couple of months? Your inspector reckons that things are going to be two-sided this time, so any public order offences on their behalf will be dealt with.
To be honest, I'm not aware about this incident, so yeah, if
it's all documented on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all on YouTube.
I don't have time
the footage.
to watch YouTube, mate. I've got live.
Where are you from, originally?
Norwich.
With an accent like that?
Yeah, why not?
No, I mean, where are you, Polish? Lithuanian?
I'm Polish. I'm from
Are you Polish?
Yeah. Where are you from? You're not from Norwich, I haven't seen you
No.
before.
Well, I was here about a month ago. I was here last month, yeah.
So you're not local?
I'm from everywhere.
Sorry?
I'm from everywhere.
Where?
Everywhere. See if he's got his number plate on. There's the ignorant officer. You can get a picture of this guy. alright? I'm alright. It's going to rain later. Police liaison officer. I've got 3 or 4 sergeants here and an inspector. Let's go and see what Smack Salad's doing.
So why not watch a fellow? So the conversation I've had over there is that when I've asked this question, it's turned into, well, I can't watch. If I watch every single incident with every single officer, then I'm just going to end up doing that and not my job. But if there's an officer at your station, exactly, and if we're talking 2,500, but if there's an officer at your station that you maybe work with and an assault has happened on your station grounds, surely that is incumbent upon you to watch that video and find out as much about that as you can to inform yourself about whether you need to be policing that fellow officer. Whether you need to watch out for any hints of Indian
I believe I know the officer. I think I know the incident you're talking to.
Yes.
I don't work with him.
Okay,
I'm on a different shift.
Okay, that's still getting towards excuses rather than I should watch the video.
I believe that any officer who witnesses improper conduct will report it.
There was another officer there and he did nothing.
Okay, so obviously that officer has judged the conduct to be proper.
The woman was pushed into the road and she hit her head in the road.
Okay,
she fell about here kind of thing.
Okay, so I don't know anything about that investigation.
We're talking about Alan.
Okay, that's ongoing, isn't it?
It is, so I know you can't speak about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to comment.
That's understandable.
Because it could prejudice from the complainant side as well as the police side.
But the point I'm getting at is the officers I spoke to over there, they knew Alan, they know Alan and they know the situation.
Okay.
And they were saying the same thing, that we won't look at what happens with other officers on social media because we don't want to get biased, we don't want to get bogged down.
Yeah.
But you all know the situation with Alan and what's happened. You all know that the investigation is ongoing. So therefore, you have all essentially been told by social media one side of the story. And when I ask you about whether you go and look at the video, you're all saying, no, you don't want to be biased, when you already have been biased. It's more by understanding what's happening by being told only one side of the story.
From my side, it's more because I don't look at any evidence of any investigation I'm not involved in.
But you can't avoid knowing about what you can't avoid knowing about that situation. So even if you don't look into it, you're already getting one side. And that's biased.
It's more, I know there's an investigation.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to know. I don't want to look into either side because I don't want to form an opinion of it because it's an ongoing investigation. Once it's over and it's all said and done, I would look into it.
Okay.
Because then it would be an acceptable thing to look at. But I don't look at any live investigations on my own investigations.
So once it's over, and if I see you back here, we're going over this again. Brilliant, thank you. I appreciate that.
Once it's over and it can be commented on, then sure.
That'd be good.
Yeah, but you ain't allowed to make a comment on it, are you? Because you're police officers.
Would you be allowed to comment on it once it's over?
Why not? As a person, yeah, not representing the force.
If you were at work and I was asking you about it, would you be allowed to comment with me?
It wouldn't be a good use of my time, but I suppose so.
Well, I mean...
This is what I've been told to do. Obviously,
it's not like we're doing much, is it?
Like I said, when I'm not here, I'm out in a car going to people who call for us. So, if I was not here and able to talk to people, then it wouldn't be a good use of my time. But if I'm here, then I'll watch a video.
So I'm going back to Bethel Street later today.
Okay.
Because there was another officer there watching it happen, and they did nothing. They didn't stop Alan, but they didn't step in to help him or help anyone else.
Right.
And Bob, I'm sure you know Bob, behind the counter, Bob.
Oh, yes.
Bob was there. Bob did nothing.
Okay.
She was walked past Bob. Bob did nothing. Now Bob last week was telling me that if I came in with an officer who had arrested me for my weed, and I had my prescription on me, and I showed Bob the prescription, and he was saying, well, if you were brought in, being arrested for weed, the first thing I'd do is tell that officer to walk straight back out again because they don't have holding cells here. Now, General was taken, I know you're confident, General was taken out the back, handcuffed, and just left out the back with Alan.
Okay.
Walked straight past Bob. Bob didn't say, we've got no holding cells here, you shouldn't be bringing her in here.
Okay.
So I need to ask him a follow-up question about how come he would say that to me, but he didn't say it at the time when it was necessary. And it's all, we can all hypothetically say what we do with the best will in the world and being the best person we could possibly be, but it's the action at the times that really matters.
Oh, absolutely. Well, action's being louder than words.
Absolutely,
Acting on verba, as they say.
absolutely. This guy's impressed me today, I like him. He might ruin it at some point, but you can only go on what you see.
You're here for the traffic violations, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're here for the traffic violations.
I'm here to prevent trappic build-up.
Oh, traffic build-up,
I do
okay.
apologise. I mean, traffic violations obviously as well.
Was you here last month?
Were you the one that was asking about vehicles? No. One of the gentlemen over there was asking about would I step in? No, it was.
It might have been me, yeah.
If I saw a vehicle hitting somebody, and I said, yeah, I think I would.
You wouldn't do what they'd done the last time, walked away?
I wasn't here last time.
And last time as well, tyre treads on one of the vehicles looked a bit dodgy, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the officer did go over now after he was prompted.
Okay.
The driver of the vehicle wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Oh, wow,
right?
okay.
So 3 times,
I
had to prompt the officer to go over.
Okay.
Right. Now, if that was me, I'd have got a fine for that.
Sure.
Points on my license.
I mean, I can't comment on what that officer was doing. As I said, I wasn't there. I don't do this.
He was standing exactly where you're standing now.
It wasn't.
And I'll tell you who the I'll tell you who the driver was.
Okay.
Tommy.
Okay.
Right.
But if I don't witness it, I can't really do anything about it 2 weeks.
He might turn up a day actually.
That wouldn't seem appropriate.
But I think this is why I'm not an auditor, I think I might have said that earlier. I'm just doing this because I've seen all this and it's incensed
you're
me.
involved in the protest.
I'm not involved in the protest.
No.
Okay, you're just.
We're here to
I'm here
make
because it's incensed me at the state of the policing.
We're here to make sure.
Right. Okay.
We're here to make sure you keep doing your job.
Cheers.
We're here to make sure you do your job and don't bully people.
I'm not here.
Because you're already on special measures.
Norfolk.
Yes.
Okay. I was under the impression that was.
Then you might end up like the Met. The Met are on last chance saloon, which means
they're in special
they're
measures,
screwed.
aren't they?
No. The special measures gone. They're on last chance saloon now.
Yeah, but that's not an official thing, is it? That's still.
It was splattered all over the news the other day.
Yeah, but it's like special measures is the last chance, isn't it?
No, they're on their last chance.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Special measures.
Mark Rowley's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he's not doing it quick enough.
Okay.
And they're blaming Cressida Dick for us. Right?
The former commissioner.
Yeah, the former one. But up to now, Mark Rowley's he's not taking enough. He's not doing it quick enough, but he should be.
Sure.
Right. Me and one of my colleagues asked for a meeting with Paul Stanford.
Yeah, I think you said over there.
And we were told, basically, they're going to take a hike.
Okay.
Right. Oh, we'll get back to you on that.
Right.
Right. So the corruption starts with the top and filters its way down.
I mean,
there's not all police are corrupt.
No,
we know that.
No, absolutely.
Right. But what they need to do is get rid of the police force and start again.
Rebuild. Sure.
From the bottom. Get new guys in, teach them the right way to do it, and say, right.
Sure.
Now the old guys, get rid of them. Slowly.
Sure.
Because you can't just get rid of them straight away. Or it'll be total chaos. You'll be no officers on the street.
Well,
bring in the young lads, teach them the proper ways of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Educate properly, especially when it comes to auditors.
Yeah.
Right. Because even now, we're still getting officers that haven't got a clue about cameras.
Sure. I mean, I know you're allowed to film.
I know that, but we're getting CID officers coming out saying.
My understanding of it is you're free to film in public, and you are.
We're getting plain clothes coming out and saying what he's doing, so we're explaining what they're doing. I'll go and get one of my colleagues, then they'll send out a uniform. Can't they deal with it themselves?
Sure.
Field inspectors.
Yeah, inspectors as well. They've not got a clue about the law.
2 weeks ago was the worst.
I do police stations, and you know what they do? They send a police car from another station to come in that police station to tell you what I'm doing.
Was that in Norfolk?
No, that was in West London.
Oh wow. The Met's a whole different beast, isn't it?
Yeah, they're bullies and thugs.
I've never had a dealing with a Met police officer, thankfully. I got a sticker off.
Well, all the ones
I got an I met the Met sticker off.
The ones that are getting sacked, the ones that are getting sacked for the racism, the sexual stuff, right? Do you know what they're doing? going on to different police forces.
They'll be added to the barred list, is my understanding. And so
Now they will. They're going on to other police forces.
It's the same as the Catholic Church, basically. Just move the priests onto another.
That's a totally different conversation.
It's not really. It's move the
Good grief.
It's move the priests.
That's way beyond my area.
Okay. What they did was any priests that had been accused of child abuse and there was loads of evidence, they would just move them to a different diocese or whatever the word is, and forget all about it and let them start all over again. And that's why the rot there continues, and that's why it lasted for decades and decades. So that's why I think a lot of people auditing is rising and everything, because we're all seeing the news, we're all seeing officers behave. Not all of them, we're not saying it's all of them.
Well,
we're all seeing it, so we all need to come out and
have
check.
an internal professional standards department.
It's not working.
Yeah, but they don't care.
It's not working.
They don't care.
It's working. We do.
Well,
they do little out the bad ones.
The evidence would say that it's not working.
I pulled a guy. I seen a police officer, 4 police officers pulling this guy in a car a couple of days ago, right, for no insurance. Checked up on it on Ask Mid, right. They're towing his car away. The guy's got insurance.
Okay.
Wasn't MOT, but he did have insurance, right.
I mean, I can't comment on that.
And I says to the officer, right, I says, have you told him you put your body cam on? He went, I says, well, you're an idiot. You calling me an idiot? I says, yes, I'm calling you an idiot. I says, remember, I pay your wages. He went, no, you don't. I says, who pays your wages then? He walked away. He was ignorant.
I mean, I can't comment on individual circumstances.
So he's cost that guy.
I didn't see what happened.
Oh no, this was in London. He's cost the guy 150 quid.
Yeah.
Towed his car away, right, when it was insured. So, your system's wrong, because it should come on the database straight away that your car was insured.
Well, as with any system, there are. I can't comment. I can't say. I can say, as with any system, there are errors. There are times when it doesn't work. The information's not updated. But I wasn't there. I don't know.
If it's broken,
incorrectly, they may have acted correctly.
Fix it.
I don't know.
If it's broken, fix it.
Oh yeah.
I've got a comment for today's policing. The man over there with the tit on his head.
He owns his. Why does his only sergeants to get away the flat caps?
Sorry?
His only sergeants in above it wear the flat caps.
Because I'm a liaison and my colleague as a liaison has turned up with his
Yeah, but there's got a couple of sergeants here with flat caps.
uniformity. Although I'm very jealous of his bib. It's far better than mine. This is awful.
Yeah, look at this.
I'm going to say
It's really nice, doesn't it? But it does the job.
Yeah, but maybe the light come better.
Sorry?
Maybe the light come better.
Well, I mean, that's understandable. Nobody likes me.
You got your camera on?
I have got my camera on, yes.
Did you know you were supposed to notify me?
Sorry?
Do you know you're supposed to tell me?
Well,
Under your policy, you're supposed to tell me. At the first opportunity.
That's the first opportunity I've had. I saw that 3 people talking to one officer. I've come over to engage with you guys.
Yeah, but did you have your camera on when you were standing over there?
No, I didn't. I turned it on as a
Because that's classed as covert surveillance.
Sorry, mate, I did not hear you.
That's classed as covert surveillance if you don't tell us. So under section 82 of the GDPR regs, I could actually sue you. But 3.5.5 of your policy you're supposed to tell us.
Whether it's covert, because it is overtly worn. So
No. If you put it on, right, without notifying me, it's covertly. There you go. He's got the documentation there. It's classed as covert filming, which covert filming is illegal in this country.
Well, without the proper regulatory
there you go.
guidance by the chief.
He's got it. He carried it, and I carry the NPCC memo with me about filming in public and filming the police in course of their duties.
I would say that the first opportunity I had to tell you that I was filming is after you guys had stopped speaking to him.
All right.
But no, I will stand educated if I am incorrect.
There you go. I've already did that.
Yeah, actually, I paid the same amount of tax as anyone else.
Yeah. But there is an element of
it is overtly
a
worn.
member of the public is going up to an officer and saying,
where possible or practicable to announce the subject of an encounter that video and audio recording is taking place using body worn video. So which has been done now. It's fair enough.
Turn around and walk away mid conversation. It's just kind of a poor
I apologise.
Because I don't need to tell you,
The
because
most practicable time I had to tell you is when you left. So
I don't need to tell you because GDPR doesn't apply to me.
No, you can overtly. You're overtly filming quite clearly, but you're not committing.
I'm not.
You can't covert. You can covertly film if you want.
I wouldn't because it's not practical. It's not
free to film in public.
It's not practical to do that.
From the side.
No, you're not. We are.
Yeah.
I've noticed with watching police.
Just watch back in case that.
Yeah, thank you. It's all right. I probably didn't a lorry.
picking individual.
No, I've
words
seen
out
officers
of
before to go up to people and say, you can't film.
instead of the
I've
point
gone,
of what's being said, and I have a problem.
yes you can.
with choosing
You're quite
words,
free to
so I have
film.
to
You
rely on the
think
fact
you
that
can do what you
I'm
want.
making the point.
As long as you're not committing any criminal offences.
Well, we get that even inspectors in the Met come in and they say you can't film. And it's unbelievable what they come in.
I understood your point.
We teach them the laws, half of them.
I can't comment, but I have seen footage of officers, and I do cringe, thinking.
Oh, you've seen some of the footage.
But yeah, I
It is
found that
difficult job,
interaction
though.
very, very difficult.
We do what we can. We do our best. Sometimes our best isn't good enough.
Well,
There's no
I can go with
denying
that.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day,
Sorry?
as a member of the public.
Right, I'm going to cut this off, guys, for now.
Oh, I'll watch that because it's about the police.
Till something happens.
I can send you names to prove.